Hey everyone, welcome back to Twicefold YouTube channel, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. Now, in my entire career of this YouTube channel, I've always been creating scripts in Roblox itself. But if you ever want to be inside of a work environment in Roblox, they're going to ask you to use a plugin called Rojo. Now, why do you want to use Rojo? Because there's this really cool thing called GitHub, which allows you to collaborate easier with other people, and also some people just like using their own environments rather than the Roblox Studio environment for scripting. So to learn what Rojo is, we're gonna need to install a couple plugins. The first one is the Rojo plugin right here. You can get this on Plugins Manager, which is under this thing. Yeah, plugins, and then manage plugins. Or you can go to toolbox, change models to plugins, and just search up Rojo, and it will be somewhere over there. I think it isn't there because obviously not. I already have it. And if you can't find the correct one, it has to look like this. It has like to have Rojo and then 7.2 in or something like that. So these are all fakes. Alright, don't download those. What is this one? I don't know what this one is, but it seems promising, but still, be safe. Don't download it. And the next app that you're going to need is an app called Visual Studio Code, which, if you were to go right here, here we are. And it's a IDE that a lot of companies use, like a lot of development major companies. If you're ever going to go into IT, then you're very much going to be using this software a lot, so I'd recommend downloading it. It has this really nifty thing called GitHub Copilot, which is like an AI which can code for you. Better than the Roblox AI actually. And so we're gonna want to open a folder. So let me just add that on there. Alright, yeah. Here we are. I just made a quick folder. Had to cut out me actually selecting the folder. I want you guys seeing my personal info. But yeah, as you can see, this is a GitHub thing that I was talking about. I'm not going to be going into GitHub in this video because that's a whole entire field, right? It isn't really my place to say stuff in it because I'm also new to GitHub personally. So we're not going to be going into that. But we're going to be needing a couple plugins. The two plugins that you're going to be needing is Luau by Under My Wheel and Rojo Roblox Studio Sync by Eva Era. You can just search up one that says Under My Wheel. A lot of these are just fakes and slash or plugins with this thing right here, Roblox TS. If you aren't that good with Lua, like if you're learning it, but you're pretty good with JavaScript, then I would recommend checking out Roblox-TS. This is a fork of the Roblox Luau coding language, except instead of Luau, it uses TypeScript. I'm actually going to be making a video about this very soon. So yeah, and now that we got our little project right here, make sure it's just an empty folder with nothing in it. We're going to be clicking on this search bar at the top, pressing the greater than symbol, I think, and clicking on Rojo Open Menu. And you want to click on this button right here that says Install Rojo Now. And it's going to wait. It's going to give you this button right here, Successfully Installed Rojo with Afmin. You're going to click on, you can click on Create One Now. I've dealt with those things before, but I'm going to stop blabbering. And you can type Rojo in it right here, which is going to do all of this, and you're going to notice a couple files have been created. So underneath source, we have client, server, and shared. You'll notice these are all Luau files, which is the same exact language that Roblox uses. And this is where it's important that you get this right here, because what this does is it does syntax highlighting and snippets. So if I was to open this up, if you were to notice, like for a second there, it was all just white and you couldn't like really differentiate it. That was pretty much before the plugin, before I installed the plugin. What this allows me to do is I can actually like see the regular syntax, and like for example, I can do local, all these variable names will work, like function, yeah, all that stuff's gonna work. It's just easier to like see it and stuff. So yeah, this is our client, server, and shared. So we're gonna go over these one by one in a little bit, But for now, I just want to let you guys know, if you see this little dot right here, that means that you have unsaved work. So you're going to want to click on Control or Command S to save it. Or I do think you can right click this and, oh, you can't do it like that, but yeah, it's Control or Command S to save. Yeah, so let's try to figure out how to get this code on over to our Roblox Studio client, because I accidentally hit a script. I'll delete that guy. Okay, so what you're gonna want to do is go back to your terminal down here and type Rojo serve. By the way, it's Rojo and not Rojo. If you call it Rojo in a Roblox professional environment, they're gonna think of you as a really stupid idiot. No offense. All right. If you hit enter, it's gonna say address localhost port 34872. Now, actually, if you were to go on over to your browser and go to localhost 34872, it's actually gonna say that it is a it was gonna say a project and stuff. You can also view the Rojo documentation really. Anyways, as you'll see, I have Rojo right here. It's saying projects 2F video is serving at localhost 34872. Would you like to connect? And you can click on connect files. We're just gonna hit accept for now, and you'll notice we have a script right here called server. And if you guys were paying a keen eye, you'd notice server, these two are the exact same, so our code just got ported over. If you're wondering where the rest are, client is located under starter player and starter player scripts. And yeah, shared, you're probably wondering what that is. Notice that is a module script. Let's talk a little bit about these scripts. So hello server client, these work the exact same, but if you were to go over to here, this is where things get a little bit different. You'll notice that it has init.client.luau, init.server.luau, and hello.luau. And you might be like, wait a second, these functions do something stuff a little bit differently, right? And you're correct on that. You'll notice that we have a server and a client script, and it says init, right? Which doesn't make sense. Why would it say init, even though our scripts are clearly labeled server and client? Well, let's test that. Let's create a new file, and let's just call it subscribe.server.luau. You'll notice something. Subscribe is a subscript inside of server. And yeah, let's try this thing out. Let's see. We will very much use our AI right here, which right now I'm using GitHub Copilot, and let's just ask it, I don't know, create a leader stats, spell leader stats wrong, script with coins. Make it so that whenever the player presses E, it adds 1 coin. Click code is done, so let's hit keep. And the thing is, if we were to go on over to server, all of our code has been moved on over here. So let's hit play and let's test it out, you know? Yeah, so look at that, I got my coins, and if I was to press E, I get coins. So anyways, that is gonna be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like, maybe even subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!